What is up? California, how excited?
You, sir, you look incredible.
You guys, welcome back to another video. Excuse me in this button down. It's quarantine. I don't have a lot of clothes. So this is just gonna have to do for now, alright? Alright, in this video we are talking about some signs to know if you are in a healthy relationship. We figured that this is important because some of y'all need to know.
Some of you guys are in unhealthy relationships, and I hope after this video you decide to skirt and get out of them. So here are the 6 signs that you can test to see if you are in a good place with your relationship.
Number 1, you feel safe. You need to feel safe in your relationship. If you're in a healthy relationship, chances are you feel safe. If you don't feel safe in your relationship, if you are fearing for your life, I'm sorry, boo, but that is not a healthy relationship.
No, it's not. You should not be fearing for your life. And if you
should not be scared to be in your relationship.
And if you are, then you need to seriously get help and try.
Listen, there's a lot of crazies out there, okay? And I know some people are into some freaky stuff, and if that's what you're into, no judgment there, you know.
That's not what we're saying. We're saying
no judgment there, but you need to be safe. You need to be safe.
Okay, there are seriously, if you really are fearing for your life, there are resources that you can get help to get out of it, and you should not. That's a standard. You should feel safe in your relationship, and you should feel safe to be yourself, which brings us to point number 2, that it's fun to be together, okay? Yep. It should be fun. You should be able to be yourself. You should not be self-conscious. You should be able
if you're not having fun with the person you're with, if you're not having fun in your relationship, then why are you even in a relationship?
Yeah.
You know those people that are always like, oh, I miss when I was single, or like, I miss when, you know, like when I could hang out with my girls all the time, or when I could hang out with my boys all the time. Like, what? You should be having fun while you're in a relationship too. If you're not having fun, then what's the point?
And you should be able to do that as well. That brings us to another point, is it's normal to have other friendships in your relationship. You should be able to be friends with both boys and girls. There's a lot of people who are in relationships where if you have a friend of the same sex, then the other person gets really jealous. That is not healthy. He has a ton of girlfriends, and I'm perfectly okay with it.
You know why? Because chances are I introduce them together and then they become friends. Right. And then that's just kind of how it happens. Because it's like, why am I, when we could all just be friends together? And
exactly.
And then now she has more friends because of me. So it's just a win-win for everybody. Number 3, you can speak your mind. If you feel like you have to be shy in your relationship,
or tiptoe on eggshells because you're scared about how they're going to react,
that's unhealthy. You need to be able to speak your mind. And I know at the beginning, you know, you are a little bit shy to talk about certain things and certain. Yeah. I know I definitely was, like, at the beginning when we first started dating, there were a lot of things I was like a little shy about talking about.
Yeah, you were weird.
What? But after a while, you know, you should be comfortable to talk about things like you're interested in, or you're the things that you like, all the above. Because,
or if I want to tell you about my period.
Sign number 4 that you are in a healthy relationship is that your boyfriend or girlfriend cares about your needs and wants.
Yeah, so they are not selfish. Now, it's okay to put yourself first, but you should also be caring about your partner, and you should respect what they want and what they need, and not just always thinking about yourself all the time. So if your partner doesn't do any of the things that you want to do and isn't asking how you're doing and checking in with you, then that might not be too healthy if it's too one-sided. It should be a balance of both of what you guys enjoy.
Sign number 5 that you are in a healthy relationship is that you are able to have disagreement with your boyfriend or girlfriend and resolve them in a fair manner without having to rip each other's heads off. You guys can talk things out like normal civilized people and be fair and open.
It's normal to have disagreements. It's normal to have arguments, but you know, you both should be able to come to a compromise and say sorry, accept when you're wrong, apologize. If it's always one person apologizing or one person needing to be right, then that's not healthy. There has to be give and take, and you know, pick and choose your battles. You're not always going to be right in every situation. So I know that when we have little disagreements, you know, we might take some time to cool off or just be like, okay, like this is what I'm thinking, this is what I'm feeling, until you can come to a resolution. You have to be
fairness, you have to be fair, compromise. Those are some things that are key. And
communication, good communication. And the last sign that you are in a healthy relationship is that you don't need them, but you actually choose them. It's you don't need them, but they make your life better, and your life is better together.
You don't need someone else to survive.
No.
You only need food and water to survive, really, and a shelter, I guess, right?
I guess. So, you know, you're financially independent, emotionally, you have support other than just that significant other. You know, you have friends and activities you do apart from one another. Like
it's good to support each other and build each other up, but you are not reliant on the other person for your happiness. You are not reliant on the other person to buy you things or give you support in like
be financially independent.
sis. And you want to be able to be your own person, because what happens if you do break up or you do get a divorce, knock on wood,
and
if something happens and that person is not there, you need to be able to be good standing on your own 2 feet. So those are some things to think about, and I think that goes into what we were talking about earlier, where you are able to have your own friends and have time away from each other, because you don't need to be like glued together at the hip all the time, and that's healthy too, having separation and being able to have activities and friendships apart from one another.
But still knowing that at the end of the day, it's 2 people coming together to build something great because you both want to, and you're choosing to spend that time and that relationship is important to you, and you put it first. So I think that's pretty much it, right?
So these are 6 signs that you are in a healthy relationship. So if you're in a relationship and you're watching this and these signs are present, then bravo,
good job.
You did it. Woohoo! You are in a healthy relationship. And remember, if you don't feel safe, get the hell out of there.
Get the heck out. There is no time for that. You can do better, and you deserve better.
Again, we are not experts. This is just some friendly advice. And you know, there are ups and downs in any relationship. It's normal, it happens, and these are things that you can work to get better at. So don't be scared if you're not check marking all the boxes right away, because we're not perfect. We aren't, but we, you know, you try.
And a relationship is work. So if there is something in this list that you feel like you could do a better job of, maybe figure out a way that you and your partner can communicate about that and work towards that goal. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and we will see you on the next video of our relationship series.
Bye.
Bye.